You're walking along the street, or you're at a party, or else you're alone and then you suddenly dare. You so look at someone nice and suddenly realize that this could be the start of something big. You're lunching at 21 and watching your diet declining a Charlotte Bruce, cooked in a fig, and out of the clear blue sky, it's suddenly guy and guy, and this could be the start of something big. Did you miss us? Hello, everyone. You know, we take 1 week off, and I forget the whole lines of the song. And so that's a sign that we shouldn't be taking any time off.
That's
Hello,
all right.
everyone.
That's all right. That's
Look
all
at
right.
all, everyone's here tonight.
Yeah, the Canadians in the house. And Michelle is here, right? Michelle. 2 weeks ago.
Oh my God, hold on. No, where is it?
This is Michelle that won 2 weeks ago, Michelle won the Willy Wonka thing. And I got to tell you.
Michelle, right?
No. Oh, yes.
Come on.
Yes. Sorry.
And Michelle, look at this. By the way, so everyone, this is a beautiful gift from Michelle. In the background is my mom and I. So it's a beautiful picture of both of us. And it's just a beautiful candle. So I cannot tell you how meaningful this is to me. I am eternally grateful. So thank you. You know, the holidays are coming, Michelle, and honestly, you know, this will help me carry on through the holidays. So thank you.
I love it. It's you know, it's just so thoughtful. And what I was saying 2 weeks ago, Michelle, when we did a live, for the first time, I did a trivia and asking about, hey, Teresa's here.
Hey!
And I was doing a trivia about Verushka on Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory and how the father ended up leaving the tour. And I got to tell you, so Michelle was the first, right?
It's a close call.
I'm telling you, it was second. Laurie was second. And then I kept like one after another. I'm like, how the hell does everyone remember that? That was a long time ago, that movie, right? But you guys were amazing. So Michelle won a free reading. We just figured it out. We're going to do it Friday. So
Sandy, my friend Sandy was first runner-up. So, you know, kudos to Sandy. I don't know if she's here, but first runner-up.
Yeah, close.
She was first runner-up. Okay, so Michelle won.
Yes, that's it. Michelle won. So hi, everybody. Hey, Sue, and everybody else who's popping on. And I got to tell you, we got a really, really great show tonight. We really do. We've got cooking. We've got readings. This is going to be fantastic.
Amazing.
Yes.
So, and by the way, you know, we only took 1 week off.
Holiday.
We got people, you know, reaching out to us, you know, as if we've taken weeks and weeks, you know, time off, just 1 week. And it was because we had to go to Provincetown for the weekend. Stephen had an amazing show.
Yes.
And we celebrated my birthday with, as Elaine from Seinfeld would say, exclamation point. It was an amazing birthday. And he surprised me again with tickets to one of my favorite drag queens, Bianca Del Rio. And just to celebrate Bianca once again.
Wait, and you know what? It's usually me he makes fun of. Like I bring all these toys and stuff like that. This is on him this time. Just saying.
Well, okay. So he's sort of right, but this is
sort of.
Okay.
I am right.
So just as a way to honor Bianca from being in RuPaul's Drag Race, we have the RuPaul. What is this called? Make a bear.
Ugly bear.
Well, no, that's not ugly. So, and by the way, this was given to us by
she's a fancy bear.
Our best friends, Barbara, the bartenders. And this came also right after my mom.
Look at her shoes,
too. She's got
heels.
She's got heels. Look at, she's got heels. I mean, if you cannot love anyone else, what is it called? You got to love yourself, right?
Yes.
Something like that. But anyways.
How the hell else is anyone going to love you, right?
Exactly. So we are screwing that up so bad. But anyway, so these also came right after the passing of my mom. And Stephen, so one of the pictures that we had of my mom that we share in her wake was a picture where I put a blonde wig on my mom. And,
just like this.
Just like this.
Curly
just
blonde
like
wig.
that. A crazy, and my mom was laughing hysterical because she thought it was the funniest thing for me to put a blonde wig.
The 96-year-old.
Right. So Stephen opens the box. He doesn't read the card or anything else, and he's like, "Oh my God, they saw the picture of your mother, and they wanted to create a bear that looked just like your mother." Oh my God, thank God he's got good looks on his side. He actually thought this was my mother because it looked like the picture.
Looks exactly like the picture. Exactly. Seriously.
What is wrong with him?
And then we found out it was a RuPaul.
It was a RuPaul. This is actually RuPaul. So I love it. Don't you guys?
She's adorable.
This is RuPaul. And again, look at that. Look at how beautiful that high is. I mean, hello. So anyways, what else is going on, Steven?
So what else is going on? Besides P-Town, we had an incredible weekend. We were there for 3 nights, right?
Yes.
And we hit 2 different new restaurants that were pretty incredible. We did oh my God, are you ready for this? I got a spirit story unlike many spirit stories, right? So we do a private tour on Sunday, and our good friend Piero, who is our stylist and friend first, he brings his son down, and his son Matteo is 12, 13,
somewhere around there.
So excited, and it just so happened that out of nowhere, he texted us as he said he was heading down. We were just about to set up this private tour, so we got to do it. So we have never done it before. The 4 of us go into this Jeep, and this guy, who is amazing, this tour guide, he brings us through Race Point Beach. Now, I don't know if any of you guys remember or know that I was in the Lady of the Dunes documentary. This was the case that was like almost 50 years that there was this woman in 1974. Her body was found in Race Point Beach dunes, and up until 2 years ago, or less than 2 years ago, they did not know who this woman was, and they didn't know who killed her. So we do the documentary. I'm part of it. I was going to say I played a medium, like I played a doctor. I was the medium, one of the mediums in the documentary. I wrote a note that Lady of the Dunes dictated to me. It was fantastic. You can actually find that. I think you can actually see that on YouTube for free. If you go into YouTube, I think you can type in Lady of the Dunes documentary. I think you'll get to see it. So, and it was a fantastic documentary and filming. Ultimately, that sort of pushed for them to figure out who Lady of the Dunes was. And
somehow, I hope by the end of tonight, he'll actually tell you what actually happened. So, can you?
I had to set it up if you didn't know, right?
Oh my God.
Seriously. Okay. So I always said to Elix, the 2 major events when they found out who Lady of the Dunes was, and then they found out who killed her. Twice, Elix and I were in P-Town. And I said to Elix, that's because of my relationship with Lady of the Dunes. We have a really strong relationship. She's in spirit. She kept telling me that she trusted me. It was a beautiful experience. And I said, she was sort of giving back, like 2 major things that happened. We were both in P-Town at the same time. So it was really wild. So we're driving through the dunes, and I'm in the front seat with the driver, and Elix, Matteo, and Piero are in the back seat, right? And all of a sudden, I could feel this, and I knew it was in spirit. So, I turn around, third eye wise, and Lady of the Dunes is in the back seat, the second back seat, she's behind them, and she's looking at me you realize where you are, right? You're in the dunes where I was found in 1974. Did not even occur to me. I was not even thinking about it. And I'm like, holy moly. I'm like, Lady of the Dunes, I cannot believe you're riding in the car with us. And I was so excited. And then she showed me this symbol that I get when I'm doing readings. And it's like a validation for me to let me know it's really her, even though I do know it's her. The second she shows me that, I'm like, okay, something's going to happen. The driver next to me is talking about years ago there was some kind of wall that people would come and write you know,
Like graffiti.
like boyfriend and girlfriend would come
Yeah.
and write their names. He said, someone would like write Billy plus Charlotte, or Billy loves Charlotte. Billy loves Charlotte. And I almost jumped out of the car because I looked at him, because Lady of the Dunes just said to me,
He looked at me
going to
too.
give me
He looked
something.
at me like,
I looked at Elix and he doesn't know what I'm looking, like why I'm looking.
But immediately after you looked at me, I heard him say Billy loves Charlotte, and then I got it.
Yeah, and then I'm like, I looked at the driver, I'm like, oh my God, of all names you could have said, that's my brother and his wife. That's my brother, Billy, and his wife, Charlotte. Of all names. So she was giving me a validation to say it's really me. It was just the coolest thing ever. The Lady of the Dunes was in our Jeep, just driving with us and hanging with us, and wanted to give that energy to give me a sign. How cool is that, right?
It's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and I was this close to start telling, because I really think the driver would have been like very.
Oh, he would have loved it.
But he was so good with telling the history of the dunes and P-Town that I didn't want to mess him up. And plus, I've got Piero and Matteo back there, so I just didn't want to get into it. But I almost did. I came close to saying it.
I think he should have.
Yeah.
I think everyone would have loved it. Yeah. But I do have a story of my own. So many of you may know, because I don't know, maybe you told people, maybe you don't know, but the past week I've been in failing health. And failing health is something that Stephen and I say to each other. I wasn't dying. I had my infusion. Now, he doesn't think it has anything to do with it. I'm convinced it has everything to do with it. So I had my infusion. It's a yearly infusion for kidney disease. I was diagnosed in 2008, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, this year, there's 2 infusions, 2 weeks apart. And it's supposed to be, the same, but
I don't know where
divided
he's going
into
with
2.
this. I have no idea.
You do know. So bottom line is, I feel it was the same bag, the same amount of hours. Anyways, after the second infusion last Tuesday, I came home and I was very ill. I wasn't feeling well. I felt like a Mack truck hit me and I was sick all week. So on Tuesday, as I'm sitting in the infusion chair, he calls and says, I'm going to go to the market. And I'm like, oh, great. I'm already not feeling great. So why don't you get a few things for dinner? His first reaction is, you got to be kidding me. I'm like, Steven, it's easy. I'm going to tell you what to get. It should be easy with him. Oh my God, this is, you gotta live here to believe this. So I tell him, I said, I'm gonna make something simple. I'll make some salmon, maybe asparagus. Can you get that? Silence. Okay, I guess. So fine. He took the list. About 15 minutes later, first phone call. The lady's asking me, how much salmon do I need to get? I said, Steven, because I already knew he was going to ask me that question. I said, I told you to get the whole fillet. I don't know what that means. She doesn't know what that means. I'm like, oh my God, the whole fillet. I'll figure out, I'll cut it. Whatever I don't use, I can use later. So that was one conversation. He hangs up. 5 minutes later, he calls back. Okay, well, I got the salmon, that's all said. She helped me, but there's no asparagus in the market. I'm like, what? Nope, no asparagus anywhere in the market. I said, Steven, I don't know what market you're at, but you gotta go back and look. Okay, so he goes. 2 minutes later, another phone call. Nope, all I see is green beans in a bag. I'm like, are you in the rice session, Steven? Are you in the frozen session? Bottom line is, he goes back to the market. 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes later, he calls back and says, I found them. So I finally get the asparagus. So I'm like, can you get unsalted butter? And that was like, oh, where do I get that? So bottom line is, what could have been a very easy thing, this one took forever. But he did get the salmon, he got the insulted butter, he got the asparagus, and we had a delicious dinner.
But at one point, when I was getting the salmon, 4 women were 2 customers, and one that was walking by that worked there, and the one that was actually helping me came around. 4 ladies in front of me. Do you want this?
He's sending me pictures like, Steven, a whole fillet of freaking salmon. I will cut it at home. No, it was almost as good as when he went to the market looking for rice and he called me to tell me that there was no rice in the market. This came that close to the same story. So, but he's good looking.
The supermarket
and smart.
does not have rice. I said, I went through every aisle. I said, they were all out. There must have been like this big craze. Everyone needs something with rice. There's no rice.
So thank God.
And this woman walking by me, another woman who's shopping, said, I don't mean to eavesdrop, but are you saying this market doesn't have rice? I'm like, it doesn't. She's like, oh, honey. And she poked me.
I'm like, I was on the phone. I'm like, Steven, just put somebody from the market on the phone and let me talk to them, because I've never seen a market with no rice. This was a market, this last market, with no asparagus. They couldn't find salmon or the right salmon. It was a whole fiasco. But bottom line is it worked out. And thank God, he's
I am smart.
good looking,
and
he's got good looks.
But just don't make me go to
I'll
the
keep
supermarket.
After 30 years, I think I'll keep it.
Don't make me go to the supermarket. So just saying. So
we're going to talk about today?
But I got to just tell you really quickly. So if you're on Facebook and you're interested in helping me out, just go to the subject, the suicide gift. And I have created a private Facebook page. And I'm looking to get a certain amount of people that before that's my book that's coming out in December, that I can send the PDF to, that I can have people read it or even browse it. Don't have to read the entire thing, but just so that you can give me feedback. And certainly when the book is launched, the ebook and the print book, that you can give reviews. But it's also going to be fun if you come, because I'm going to be doing some private presentations, some readings. It's going to be a lot of fun. So you're going to know the whole backstory before the book comes out. So just go to the Suicide Gift on Facebook and it will just ask you to join. There's 2 questions that just really ask, do you promise to read it or at least review it? And I put the questions together and not to share the information or the manuscript with anybody. That's something like that. It's very, very simple. But if you're interested, I would love to have you on board, because I just actually sent the final draft to my guys. So tomorrow I should have it, and it should be ready to go, that I can start sharing this and having it up on KDP and all the other places I'm going to put it on too. So, and also there's going to be December 2nd, I think it is. It's a Saturday. I'm going to be in Braintree, Mass. If you're local, it is a mimosa with the medium. That is going to be really cool. It's a fundraiser. So if you're in Massachusetts or surrounding state, come. You can actually, I will, it's not on my website yet, but I will have it posted ASAP, because it's already out. And I think you go to Eventbrite. So you can go to Eventbrite and just put mimosa.
But it's on your Facebook page.
It is?
Yeah, I think so.
No.
I just saw it.
On my Facebook page?
Yeah. Medium with mimosas? Yes.
Oh, I don't know how, I'm glad it got there, but
somebody shared it.
Maybe Lady of the Dunes.
But listen, Patricia, you're cracking me up, because that's a comment that I would hear from him. She thinks that the picture, it's a picture of you. Please,
Patricia, do you know how many people
ideas.
ask that? No, that's not a picture. That's like actually in StreamYard. It's the app I use. And I am trying desperately to remove it, and I can't figure it out. And I always wait till the last minute, and then we have to do the live, so I forget. But people keep saying to me, why do you have a picture of yourself in the kitchen? I don't. Which would be maybe a good idea, though.
Yeah, let's not give him any
Patricia.
idea. And then Mark, of course, says you could order groceries and have them deliver. Mark, I don't need to order groceries. I know how to go to the market. I know how to pick stuff. He doesn't.
Yeah, well, that's
and
what he's referring
an,
to me.
That was an exception.
He's referring to me. That's what he's referring to me. And
But you need
please,
to know what to order. I can only imagine you on the phone trying to explain to someone or online.
yeah, that wouldn't
wouldn't work.
That wouldn't be good.
God only knows.
So let's
He's stuck up.
and if you're interested in a reading, just go to stephenthemedium.com and you can book a reading, and you can get gift cards too for the holiday season, which I always get tons of gift cards for Christmas and the holidays. So it's a great gift. So
Yeah.
so is Whisper in the Notes are really terrific for the holidays.
You guys have a whole lot of potential gifts, readings,
Yes, the
Whisper
book.
in the Notes, the book.
Yes.
I mean, you could have the two of us, for
Yeah, just-
an evening with the two crazies. God only knows.
It's I can't get it out. Spirit's already talking to me. Yeah, provided you have wine and you have food, we'll come.
Michelle,
Right?
he's been going to the store with me for 30 years, and he still doesn't know what a fillet of salmon is.
Wait
Or
a minute,
rice,
Michelle.
or
I
asparagus.
swear to God, that's what I started with. I asked the lady, I need a fillet of salmon. I thought this was a done deal. She looked at me, and then the question started. Like, okay, so a fillet of salmon is not good enough. So
Okay.
that's what happened. I'm telling you, that's what happened. And by the way, we put the Halloween decorations away today, and I filled a box, like this big box. I put my Halloween village, the houses in.
Oh,
The way I
yeah.
put them in, I heard Elix. He was going by downstairs and said, "Where did that rectangle box come from?"
Because he says to me, proudly, by the way, "Oh, look, I was able to get all of these, smaller boxes into this bigger box." And I'm looking at it, I'm saying, yeah, because you made what was a square box into a rectangle box that now won't fit downstairs. So I had to take it all apart, of course, and redo it. Honestly, again, thank God he's got good looks on his side.
That was
That's
funny.
all I can say.
That was funny. Where did the rectangle box come from? We don't have any rectangle boxes.
By the way, so where can people, the Facebook page for the book?
It's the suicide gift. So you just type in like the subject, like the little
The
questions.
groups,
Yeah,
yeah.
the suicide gift, and it will come. It will bring you right to it because it's that simple. And then you just ask to join, and then I will just accept you. So.
Thank you. So thank you everyone for joining us. Are we going to talk about what we're making tonight?
Because this is
Before
amazing. And then I'm going to just throw readings in. But what he's got for you in the cocina is incredible for this time of year.
Absolutely.
It smells already so damn good. Just saying.
So, as many of you know, Steven does not eat any meat. So I'm always looking for alternatives, things that I can do that I can sort of keep the holiday spirit in what I'm cooking, but make stuff that he's gonna be able to eat. So I make a great stuffing with, meatless meat. Often I make my own meat, but easy hack is to just buy impossible meat in the market. If you don't want to use that, you could just do a medley of veggies, and that's fine. But to be honest with you, if you in a processor, in a food processor, if you put some whether you could use raisins or you could use what is it that the other fruit that you use for the cookies?
Dates.
Dates, black beans, roasted walnuts. That actually makes the consistency of meatless meat. And we can actually have another show where I can make that for you. Today, I'm gonna use something already pre-made. But again, when you add a lot of flavor to it and a lot of seasoning to it, you cannot tell the difference. I mean, I've had people where I've made
amazing
stuffing for the holidays. So this is like a stuffing recipe, but here's what we're gonna do. I'm actually going to stuff an acorn. How many of you have had acorns, roasted acorns, stuffed acorns? I know for the most part, a lot of people know about butternut squash, which is fine, but let me tell you, roasted acorns are absolutely delicious.
So this is an acorn squash.
This is an acorn squash, This could be a meal in and of itself. This could be a side dish in and of.
The color too, how
It's just beautiful.
orange.
Yeah, I'm not gonna use this one. I just wanted to show you because this one already still has the tag. But I just wanted to show you what I'm using, roasting and stuffing this acorn here today. So this is, and yes, so this is a huge one, and it is big because this is gonna be a meal. It's not gonna be a side dish. So when I stuff it, it will be our main meal for Steven and I. Not for tonight. We're probably gonna have it tomorrow night. So, but that's what I'm doing. So, let me.
I'm going to go check out the comments, and I am going to adjust this so that you
Yes.
guys can see.
So let me get started here. I am going to, first things first, is I'm going to put a little olive oil, and we are going to fry the meat. So this is what I use, by the way. So this is Impossible meat. Again, you don't have to use this. You could make your own if you want to, or you could just use vegetables if you are. Or by the way, you could use meat, ground meat, or turkey, or chicken, or whatever you want. Steven does not eat meat, so I'm always, like I said before, I'm always looking for an alternative to meat. So that's what we're doing. So to start, what we're gonna do is I am going to add some onions. There's olive oil here already, so I'm gonna refry the onions, let them caramelize a little bit.
Michelle,
And,
he is. Michelle just said you're such a great cook. He really
Thank
is.
you,
He's
Michelle.
incredible.
Always add a little salt to that, and ground pepper, and let them have a little party there. So I have, because it's the fall still, and a lot of you are looking for ideas of things you could do for Thanksgiving. This could be a wonderful Thanksgiving dish, and again, you could keep it today. I'm going to keep it fully vegetarian or meatless, if that you will.
Jason's here. Look at you go. LB, hello,
Hi
baby.
there. But anyways, I'm gonna keep it fully vegetarian. But again, you could use meat, you could use turkey, you could use chicken, you could use whatever you want. So, see, full flavors. I'm gonna add apples.
Oh, that was Michelle. That was Jason's wife.
Hey, Michelle.
That said that. Sorry,
Thank
Michelle.
you. I have some cranberries that I actually have them resting in a little water so that they can
Stole.
replump themselves. But these are dry cranberries, so I'm gonna use that. And I'm gonna add some chopped pecans to this potty over here. So again, lots of fall flavors. Are
Lizzie,
going
me
this.
too.
What is she saying?
I miss you, Stephen.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wow, Lizzie, look at how Elix is just taking the greeting. Thank you.
Because when they miss
This
you,
this was from Juvenile Court.
oh, when they miss you, that means they're missing me as well.
Yes.
So,
Deborah's here too.
any questions? If you guys have any
Gwendolyn
questions,
just said she loves the idea of serving it for Thanksgiving.
Thank you. I love the idea too. So again, I'm just cooking the onions a little bit. They don't have to cook a lot. I just want them a little cooked. And to that, I'm going to add garlic. Now, this is my secret weapon. This is fresh garlic, but it's actually frozen fresh garlic. But it's not frozen fresh garlic the way you think of frozen fresh garlic. Let me show you. This is one of the best secrets that you should run and get this in the market. So what they do is they actually press the garlic, the real garlic, and they immediately freeze it. So this keeps the entire flavor of garlic. Doesn't alter the garlic flavor, just like the other stuff that gets processed and jarred, and even the actual garlic that gets frozen. By the time it thaws out, it loses all its flavor. This is not that. This was tested. This is one of the best things that you should have in your freezer.
Deborah actually just said that you made the most delicious meatless stuffed peppers for us.
And you know what?
You did.
This is a very, I'm following a very similar recipe than I did with you guys, except that because we're closer to Thanksgiving, even though I think that was just before Thanksgiving as well. I'm adding some apples and I'm adding some cranberries to this stuff.
Phyllis just asked, what is the brand?
The brand the brand here. So is Correct.
Yeah, and Sandra just said market basket for the frozen garlic.
Yes, yes, yes. But every market has it. Just go into the frozen section of the
Exactly,
vegetables,
Gwendolyn.
and yes, you can actually find it. So now this is my thing because I'm from Puerto Rico. Para aquellos todos los boricuas que están aquí en la casa, this is what I use. This is a Boricua tradition. It's a Puerto Rican tradition. This is what we call sofrito. Sofrito is a blend of onions, garlic, peppers, cilantro.
So you can buy it just like that.
You can buy it. This is also in the frozen section. Market Basket actually has it.
Christy, just don't tell Steven to go to get the garlic.
Oh my
Christy,
God.
you are so
Are
correct.
you kidding me?
Yes. And Laurie, no, I've never done a 5K Thanksgiving. I've actually never done a formal run, even though I run all the time.
So frito adds this very delicious flavor. It enhances the flavor. So I am, as you can see, I'm just making this dance here, and before I add the actual meat to this. So Stephen, go ahead. I need to get one ready, guys.
So Gwendolyn said so extra garlic, right? Yes. And Laurie, I've never done that for Thanksgiving. Hey, Kimberly's here. Can you do my grocery shop this week?
By the way, I just added some pepperoncini or crushed red pepper for a little kick, not a lot. I don't necessarily want this to be spicy, but I wanted to have a little something in there. So I think this is ready for the meat. And again, I'm using Impossible meat. And I'm telling you guys, if you've never tried this, and if you're not a meat eater, if you're looking to change your diet, talk to Steven. I do this a lot, and I do this with pasta.
That's good.
I do this with anything that I would normally use ground meat for, or ground, because I don't use ground turkey or ground chicken. I use this. I often buy the brand, or if I have plenty of time, I'll just do I'll do my own version of it. So, but this is again. Look how beautiful this looks, Steven. I don't know if we can show people. I think you guys can see it, but look at it. It's already starting to look delicious. And again, cooking is a dance. I'm giving you some guidelines of what you can do, but make it your own. If there's something that you want to add, if there's something you want to take out, go ahead, knock yourself out, because that's what cooking should be about. It's a dance. It's about making it yours, whatever it is that you're making.
LB said that her mom would make stuffing with Italian bread.
Well, hold on to that thought, because I'm going to tell you, I'm not using Italian bread. I'm using something else. This is adobo, also a Puerto Rican staple. Adobo is a blend of spices, salt, pepper, cumin.
So wait a minute. So Gwendolyn said, okay, we have to make sure you post the recipe.
Yes.
She can't keep up with all the ingredients. And was it a pinch of crushed red pepper flakes? She's asking.
A pinch, yes. Again, it's to taste. If you want more, you could add more. I just did a pinch because I didn't want to make it too spicy. The other day I did a dish, and Steven doesn't often complain about things being too spicy, but he complained that it was a little too spicy. So, but again, again, this is looking beautiful already. And so I'm just letting this really dance and
Patricia Murphy,
letting all
hello.
those flavors marinate. And so what is next? What is next is so I roasted the acorns. I'm actually going to show you what they already look like. So the acorn I cut in half. I put a little olive oil um, and little salt and pepper, and I roasted them. And what you see is after they roasted, and they roast, at I roasted them at 375 for 30 minutes. And after they were roasted, and you can touch them if they're soft, you put them face down so that they caramelize. The meat actually touches and caramelizes. And so after they were done, I scooped some of the meat, and I'm gonna add some of that meat into the stuff in here. Okay? So I'm adding
What meat?
the meat from the squash acorn that I scooped out after they roasted.
So you call that meat?
Yeah. What would you call it? What would you call it, Steven?
I don't know, but
It's meat. It's just the meat. He's so like black and white sometimes. It's Steven, it's meat meaning the meat from the fruit.
I got it. I got it. Because I a couple of days ago I saw a squirrel eating the meat from an acorn outside, and he had some A1 sauce on it. So he was good. He was really good.
Guys, these are the things that I go through all the time. So again, this is already starting to feel. I mean, it looks beautiful, Steven. What does it look like to you?
It looks and smells amazing.
Yeah. So, and as you can see, I'm playing with the heat here just to make sure that this doesn't overcook or burns. So the next thing that I am going to add is I'm actually going to add some of apple. So apple, what you want to do is for this recipe, I like to keep some of the skin. So I am going to just cut both ends so that I can have it here standing. And I'm gonna keep the skin because the skin is gonna add flavor. And honestly, you're not gonna be able to taste it because I'm cutting these in half-inch squares. So I'm gonna throw the apple here. Just make sure it's a little brown spot. I'm gonna remove.
So Felix, why do you keep the skin?
It's a preference. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, depending because this is gonna bake in the oven. By the time the skin is gonna get soft, you're not gonna even notice. And the skin adds flavor. It adds richness to the dish. So again,
Phyllis.
it's a preference. If you don't like the skin, you don't have to.
In Gwendolyn, it does. It smells.
Yeah, it smells delicious. I'm going to drain the cranberries because I'm going to dump them in a minute. So look at the cranberries look really plump because I put them in water. You don't need to put them in anything other than water. And again, cranberries and apples. This smells like.
Yeah, so
fall.
Kimberly said the skin adds texture.
Yeah, it adds texture. Again, it's a preference. So if you don't like the skin, that's okay. You don't need to keep the skin on. Now to this, so Laurie, you talked about making stuffing with bread. So what I use is in a food processor. This is a corn muffin that I got from the bakery fresh, and I put it in the food processor, and I make corn, um, cornbread crumbs. So this is what I'm gonna use. Um, I am going to eyeball it just to see how much I want to put in.
Kimberly, no, I didn't. We kept them. They're going to be for Thanksgiving, the ones I stole. The cranberries I stole. Right from the cranberry bog.
Oh my God. You know you shouldn't be talking about this again publicly.
Hey, listen, Kimberly started it.
Yeah, I am gonna make cranberry sauce. Probably one of the later.
So there's a
episodes.
cranberry bog behind our house through the woods, and I just happened to sort of fall into some cranberries and brought them home, right?
Yes. And they were done. It's not like they were left behind, really. They're all done, right?
Yeah. Sure.
Oh my God.
Sure.
Okay, so this looks amazing already. Um, the last ingredient that I'm gonna add is some chopped pecans. And you don't need to add a lot. This is about a couple of teaspoons of chopped pecans.
Kathy Clabby. Hello, Kathy.
Hello, Kathy
Said
Clabby.
she has a cranberry chutney recipe she wants to give you.
Beautiful, I love it.
And Phyllis, the police are on their way to arrest you. I know a good attorney, Phyllis.
Yeah. Okay, so the last thing, because this is, we want to add a little moist to it. And again, can you add water to this? Absolutely. You could do water, you could do stock, you could do whatever you want. But what I'm going to do is I am going to add some white wine. Why? Because why not? So I don't want it too wet. I just want to add a little bit of moisture. And if it gets too wet, I'll add some more breadcrumbs. But right now, I'm just letting these all marry together. And honestly, Steven, this smells amazing. Really, really amazing. So that's really it. This, we're gonna let it simmer for a little bit. And while it simmers, you guys, you can do your talking.
I don't know. Jay just said, wait, stop. I'm not sure if I missed something. You are to take a sip first.
A what?
A sip first. I was.
Oh, of the wine.
Oh,
Yes.
You know, there's some idiot on here, and I just am very blunt with these idiots that pretending to be mediums and psychics and trying to grab attention from you guys that are watching, and just be very, very careful of these idiots. As you probably have seen with me, that there's imposters of myself and many other mediums. So I just, blocked them and deleted the comments. So just be very careful.
Yeah, they look for opportunities like this to jump in, and but hopefully all of you follow us. All of you know what we're about, so you don't fall trap of these individuals. So somebody else in here.
Now we are. We're back. Sorry about that, guys. We are back.
So we are back. Our stuffing is beautifully done. And again, you don't want to overcook it because then the apples will become mushy. And because this is going to go back into the oven um, to bake. Um, everyone here? Are we here?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you guys give us a thumb up because I want to make sure.
No, they're back.
Okay, we are back. Okay. So hold on one second. I just want to make sure because I was. Um, okay, so why don't you, Stephen? Why don't you? Well, let me do this. So here's the. I got a little discombobulated. You know what? I'm actually that whole thing threw me off. So let me. So one thing that we are going to do is I'm gonna stuff the acorns and then I am going to put some really good quality cheddar cheese on the top before I put them in a baking dish to bake them. Oh, hey everyone! So again, the acorn, the squash
Hey, Matthew.
acorn
Hey,
is
Jen.
already roasted. It looks beautiful. It smells beautiful. So I'm gonna take the stuffing and I'm just going to fill it in. Again, because this is going to be a dinner. This is not a side dish for Stephen and I. I want to put a generous portion of the stuffing in each acorn. And so, don't be shy. If this is a side dish, and you're planning to cut them, again, you want to be super generous.
The smell is crazy.
It's beautiful. Look at how beautiful that looks. Look at how beautiful that looks. But that's not all. I am going to let me stuff the other
So
one.
you can eat that whole thing.
Absolutely. Well, that's a whole dinner.
No, I mean the skin, like the
Yes.
whole.
Yes, I thank you for saying that, Stephen. So a lot of people ask, can I eat the skin? Absolutely. The skin is super tender. It's nice. It's soft. It's beautiful. And yes, why not? You should absolutely eat the skin. So notice again, I'm being super generous with this because this is intended to be a meal, not a side dish for both Stephen and myself. Again, look at how beautiful that looks. And what I'm gonna do is I already have a dish here. So I'm going to place them in a baking dish. I don't have to, I just put parchment paper at the bottom. I don't really have to add anything else because the acorns are already roasted. They already have plenty of oil, olive oil. So now, the topping, I'm going to do some sharp cheddar on top. You could use whatever cheese you prefer. But to me, this is an awesome, high quality cheddar from Maine. So if you can get your hands into this beautiful cheese, awesome. By the way, notice I buy the block. I avoid buying anything that's already shredded because if it's already shredded, it has like a wax to it. It doesn't melt as good. So try to avoid buying.
And Elix, Gwendolyn just said that this would be a great recipe for her friend who is vegan.
Yes.
She's always eating vegetables at Thanksgiving.
Yes, so a vegan person would absolutely, again, notice I did not use any stock of any kind. I just use wine because that is a way to make it vegetarian or vegan. So I'm using the block and I'm gonna just make grate some cheese so that I can put it on top. And this is the best way to grate cheese is just to just do it, get the block, and do it yourself. That's how you get the best quality. Okay? And look how beautiful that looks.
And
So,
for a vegan, I'm sure there could be some kind of substitute for cheese, right?
yeah, again, there's vegan cheese. You don't have to put cheese. You could put breadcrumbs on top. Again, I'm doing a recipe. Steven is not vegan. He's, pescatarian, so he eats mostly fish, no meat of any kind. So I adjust the recipe so that he can eat. It's something I'm making something that he is going to be able to eat. So look how beautiful this looks. Again, this cheese is going to melt, and it's going to add some sharpness to a stuffing that is tart and sweet because it's got the cranberries, it's got the apples, it's got the meatless meat, and honestly, it doesn't get any more beautiful than this. I think this looks absolutely gorgeous. So this is the final product. What do you think, Steven?
Look, it looks amazing. And there, Flinty said they do sell vegan cheese, and it's pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. So again, I give you some guidelines, some parameters, but you do your thing. Do whatever it is that
Matthew said, I want some.
Yeah, so do I, but we're not gonna actually eat these tonight.
It does, Gwendolyn.
Tomorrow, but they look absolutely amazing. So how long would you bake these for? So because everything is already cooked, I would put these in a 350 oven for 15 minutes. That's it. Until the cheese is melted, maybe they're a little brown on top.
Because you've already baked the
everything is already cooked. The meat is cooked, the acorns are cooked, and all it needs is to be reheated and brown at the top, and it's like a delicious meal, for sure.
I love it.
This could be a great dish for Thanksgiving, as a side dish, as a main course.
That is like a main dish. I mean, that is huge.
Yeah, I think this looks absolutely stunning. So I hope you guys really like this idea. By the way, if you want, last thing, again, not necessary, but if you want, it's not a bad idea to drizzle a little olive oil on top. Beautiful.
Andrea.
And again, that's gonna help browning and help add a little extra richness to the dish. So
Andrea says it looks so good.
Yes. So I hope you guys try this. I will absolutely make sure that I put the recipe for those of you that couldn't keep up with all the ingredients, but super easy. I did this with you guys here.
And Elena said it can only imagine how tasty it is.
We'll let you know how tasty it is. Not tonight, but we're gonna eat those tomorrow. So I think that's my part, Steven. I think now it's your turn to take over and have a conversation. And if you guys have any more questions, just feel free to chime in.
And we're gonna figure out how we're posting this, right?
Yes.
I mean, we'll definitely post the ingredients.
This is work in progress. So dance with us as we figure this out. Okay?
Dance with us.
And he's coming. He's coming. Just be careful. There you are.
There I am. So, and look you never get to see the dogs right here. Well, it's so hard to do this. Well, you know what I'm saying, right? There's 1 and 2. So I get to do some reading. So, hey, Jacqueline, I love it. So this, Elix said to me, he's got a client tomorrow. So he said to me, this will be dinner tomorrow night. And I said, but wait a minute, I thought you had a client and you do dinner with this client. He said, yeah, but all you need to do is, and as soon as he started saying, like, preheat the oven, I'm like, no.
I corrected myself immediately. I knew, like, oh, no.
I said, I'm going to have blueberry cereal or something. We'll do this Tuesday, but there's no way in hell. If I start doing this, I'm sure some of you remember the story that years ago, Liz said, I made your apple butternut squash soup last week. Yummy. I love that. Hey, Sandra. But one time, the two of us were both coming home from work. This was a number of years ago, and we decided to have Chinese food. You probably have heard the story, but I was closer to home, so I picked up the Chinese food. Elix then said there was a major traffic accident, so he was being delayed. He said, just keep it warm. And of course, I was going to wait for him to get home so we would eat together. And I don't know, maybe about 20 minutes later, I called him and said, can you stop at the Chinese restaurant and pick up food? He said, wait a minute, I thought you already picked it up. I said, well, I did, but you told me to keep it warm, and I put it in the oven. And he's like, well, what's wrong with that? I put it in the oven with the styrofoam containers. So it was not good.
True story.
Sandra, we are going to actually be coming back soon, so I definitely will be in touch. So have you guys seen the link to actually come in? Yeah, Kathy, I know. I listen, I'm a menace in the kitchen. It sounds like it would be common sense, and I guess, as Elix says, I don't have much common sense. So, yeah. So I'm assuming, Sandra, at the beginning in 2024, but that's going to be coming soon. So I'm really excited about it. So, oh, thanks. I love bringing laughs. Can you guys see the link to come in? I want to pull somebody up, and I don't know because I don't see anybody that I think is asked to come in. So
make sure you don't disconnect.
Definitely leave the kitchen to
Yes,
Kathy,
I agree with that.
Kathy, I'm like a dog with the electric collar. So if I get that close to the kitchen, an alarm goes off. Just saying.
You get that.
So yeah, wait a minute. Hold on. I don't see it either. So give me a second. I will get this. Hold on. Stream info, maybe. Oh, dear God. I'm sorry. It's me. You know what? From my phone, I always do this from my desktop. From my phone, it's not easy, and I'm just trying to figure out. Liz, you're gone. I'm trying to figure out where the damn link is. I don't know. I don't know where. It's usually on the bottom here. I cannot. Maybe invite guests. Oh, I got it. Okay, I think I got it. I think.
I hope.
Wait a minute. Like I'm like all up and personal with everybody. Like my face is right in the camera. Share? No. You're good now. Thanks, Liz. Oh my God, I just need someone to do this for me. That's what I need. So I got the. Okay, so I got this right. Guests can stream to their own destination. See this link you may also want to share. So copied. Okay, so it's copied. I got problems here. You know, I really wanted to bring some people on, and I can't figure this damn thing out. So you know what? Maybe this will work. Hold on, guys. I can't do that. I can't read it. It's too long. I was just going to give you guys the stream, but it's just too long. I can copy it. I just can't figure out how to actually get it on the comments.
If I could have my phone back.
It's right there. Well, it was there. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. We're just a mess.
That's what happens when you're live. So
yes.
You know.
Damn it. I cannot figure this out.
Oh,
Send help. I don't even know if I think I just put that on there, Kimberly. I just posted it. I did.
Send it.
I do need help, man. I need help. I need help. I need a lot of help. I'm telling you, I can copy it, but usually on my desktop, I can just right click and then just paste it in. I know, Jacqueline, I know. So I can actually see the guests. I can like see the link that you guys need. I just can't figure out how to get the damn.
Well, how would they get?
Because I usually put the link right in the comments. So then you just click it and then you come into the little room waiting, and then I can pick you to do readings. We're all a mess. Kimberly, thank you. I know, like you said, it's live, and I've never actually through StreamYard pulled someone up on my phone. So that's the problem. I can actually see post comment.
Try again.
I'm trying. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I got it. Hold on. Maybe I don't. Hold on 1 second. Invite guest. Copy, copied. So now if I do this and post comment. Oh, nice. I think I got it. I think. Did I do it? Yep. Yay! I did it. I'm so excited.
He's got good looks.
I can't believe I did it. And I actually did it a couple of them. So I think if you click that now, you'll actually come into the room where I can actually select you to do some readings. I think so. So try it. I don't see anybody yet. Let me see if guests are in here. You did. So, you did.
Are you going to be able to find them? Oh my God. He's a hot mess today.
Kimberly said we're all a hot mess, right?
We are.
I think people are coming in. I think it's working. This will just take, it's a link only through Facebook. No, this is YouTube too, Sandra. It should be, that link should be both. So Jay just said, congratulations. I know, little small things get me very excited. So just saying. So let me see. How come I
think you see the people, right?
I do. I'm okay, hold on guys. I am
So today you get cooking, commentary.
Hey, I got somebody.
Medium and comment.
Hello. I got two for the price of one, right?
Oh wow. Hi.
I love this. So it's so it's Katarina?
Yes.
So who's Katarina?
I am.
And who's the other cutie with you?
This is my mom. She's actually been to you before.
Because it's the little boxes are so small. I can't.
So tiny.
But so Katarina and give me your first name.
Lisa.
Lisa. So Lisa and Katarina. So okay. So let me just see. So if you guys up for this, let's just do a reading, okay?
Okay.
Cool. All right. So let me tune in. Yeah, I gotta tell you the first person, even though it's not a person, is an animal, is a dog. A dog's in spirit that just keeps going back and forth in between the two of you. That is just so excited that the dog gets to say, I'm here. And it doesn't feel like it's that long ago. I don't know. Like it feels like, did you just lose a dog?
Yeah. I have a mug with his name on it right here. I'm drinking some hot chocolate now. Yeah, we had our dog he was 4 years old, and he just passed away in March.
In March, yeah.
Wow. So you got to know, that's why, even before any person came through, the dog came through. And I cannot believe, Katarina, I love the fact that you've got a cup that you said it has his name on it, which is pretty wild. So, so I'm starting with that. It can only get better here. So there's Lisa and Katarina, there's a father energy that keeps stepping forward, right? So it feels like though it's a grandfather level. So it feels like Lisa, is your dad is here, right?
Yes.
So it feels like it's a grandfather. So then a great grandfather for Katarina.
Yes.
And it, but it's the one you didn't know, or the one that you were really young.
Yeah. I didn't know him. I was the first one born after he passed. It was
Wow.
my nano Bruno.
Lisa, I love that. So he's stepping forward to let you know. He just said, can you tell my two girls? I love how he calls you the girls. Can you tell my two girls the birds, the birds, the birds, the birds? He keeps saying, he keeps coming to you in birds because he keeps making me show you looking out the window, and there's just birds that he has coming close.
Oh, the turkeys. Maybe. We always
That's a
get
bird. That's a bird.
Yeah.
You know, I love the turkeys too. I mean, I know people think they're annoying, but I do love the turkeys. There's something here around my wrist. Is there something connected, like a bracelet or something that's sentimental, or there's a reason why they're bringing it up?
I don't know, not for him, but I have a charm that has Buddy on it. That's why I said the dog. But she's got a lot of. She's been trying to collect a lot of protection. Yeah, like a little Italian cornicello. He was Italian. He was born in. He came here from Italy, so. And
Oh my God. So no wonder why he's doing this, to show you like this.
Yeah.
Plus, you said Buddy, Katarina too, right?
Yeah,
so
that's the dog.
I love that.
That's
I love
also
that.
on here. So this
He's
is
also giving that as a validation. He also just said to me, there's a strong mother, like I don't know if this is grandmother or not, stepping forward, and someone keeps talking about Chris or Kevin. Who's the C or K name? I keep hearing like Chris, Kevin, Kathy. There's something with the C or K, either living or somebody who's crossed. So if it doesn't come, just make sure you hang on to it. And also John or George. Who's the G or J name connected?
I have an Uncle Gino.
But Lisa, is Uncle Gino here?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not a big surprise that they may be giving as a validation somebody who's living too, especially depending on who's stepping forward. Oh my God, but who is? I mean, I know we got Katarina, but who's the other C or K?
My initials are C and K. I don't know. Do you know Chuck?
Wait a minute, Katarina.
My
what do you mean
husband,
C or K in your first name?
My husband is Chuck.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
your husband is right next to you, and you couldn't figure out the C or K?
Both of our names are CK.
Yeah.
Our last name is Coke.
Yeah.
So it's with
Oh my God, that's the C and K. Oh wow. Well, I love this. I love that they're giving this as a validation. And also, Lisa, that Gino, you know, there's a, is your father-in-law here?
My father-in-law, yes. His name is Charlie.
Why did I know that?
Yeah.
Why? Right? Exactly. There's the C or K. It's just everybody's giving a validation for the ones that are around you. And your husband, Chuck, I know I can't see him. He's got, wait a minute, is someone retiring or changing something? There's something with a job.
Well, he's looking for a new job, but he's not retiring. He's a little scared to come over.
That's okay. You girls, the brave ones, you'll share it with him. But it was either retiring or changing jobs. Retiring sometimes means like you're leaving a job and starting a new job. That's why I asked, retiring or looking for another job. Everybody, Lisa, they're talking again. They also just said there's something really close, a birthday or an anniversary, really close, like 2 weeks back or 2 weeks forward, something very, very close.
Yeah, my anniversary was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Yeah.
Got it. Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
I love that. Someone smoked and then stopped smoking. I don't know if this is someone living or someone crossed, but I keep seeing that it's been a long time since they stopped smoking. I don't know who that is. I don't know if it's someone living or cross, but also just make sure you keep it with you.
Yep.
And Lynn, Lori,
Lori. Yeah.
who's Lori?
My sister-in-law.
Oh, they're all like, "Hey, Lori."
Oh.
Everybody's giving validations. There's an 8 also, number 8. So there's something in August, or there's 8 kids, or there's the 8th of any month. But that's a biggie, and you guys have to know.
Yep.
What is that?
My son is born in August.
Got it. Listen. That's a biggie. Someone's got a scar or a tattoo on their leg. There's something, either a birthmark, a scar, or a your husband Chuck does not have something on one of his legs or foot or feet.
No.
Look at Chuck saying no. Listen, I'm getting pulled towards Chuck. So Chuck has siblings.
Yes.
There's something, brother. There's something with the leg. I don't know. There's something very different on a leg. I don't know if it's a tattoo or it's like a niece or nephew, but there's something that someone's got something on their leg. So just make sure you keep it with you. And the name passed down. Where does that come in? I keep hearing Junior, so there's a name. So
yeah. Chuck is a junior. Yes.
That's so. The thing on the leg is definitely on Chuck's side. So just also make sure you keep that with you in Anna or Al, or on Chuck's side too. First name, middle name, there's an A.
An A. His sister's middle name is Ann.
Got it. So again, just also giving those as a validation.
Agnes, his grandmother's Agnes, he just said.
I'm sure it's probably her also stepping forward. What's with the poodle? The poodle.
Dog.
That's our dog.
Wait a minute. The dog now?
No, the one that died.
That was Buddy?
Yeah.
Oh my God. You knew his name? Oh,
yeah. You said told Buddy.
I'm that good, Lisa. I didn't know. I didn't need to know his name because I think Katrina told me, but I didn't know his breed. So he just said French poodle. Say French poodle. Say French poodle. So that's why I said poodle. So, so Buddy has gone nowhere. Just letting you know, Buddy is there, staying there. And Chuck, there's an opportunity if your husband's looking for a job that doesn't seem like it fits what like he would think he's looking for, but everyone, including Grandma Agnes, is saying, tell my grandson to be open about this because there's a really good opportunity. Why do I keep seeing streets? Did Chuck at some point or somebody work like for a local government?
No.
Lisa, you said no, and everyone in spirit just said yes. Yes. Someone worked like, because it looks like someone's on the street, like a police officer or like somebody. And I'm not talking about Chuck. I'm just talking about somebody's giving a validation.
Oh yeah. We have relatives that work in like trucking, excavating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I kept seeing the street, and that would make sense. Like why I would see a policeman too, like if they're trying to help with the traffic or so. Just keep giving that also as a validation, and the teacher too. I keep seeing a teacher, either living, cross, but someone taught something because I see the alphabet, and that always means teaching or Lisa, you never taught something?
Well, I work in a school system, but I don't teach.
That would be okay, I got it, the teaching. That's why I'm getting the teaching and why I just said, Lisa, what do you do? So just again, teaching, school, same thing. Lisa's like, yay, they're very, very excited that they get to do this. And you get these validations. So I'm going to leave you with that. And just, there's a lot of white light going to Chuck, and I am sure Chuck is going to get exactly what he wants.
Oh, thank you very much, Stephen.
Thank you, guys. And listen, I am telling you, Buddy is just giving the biggest hugs to you guys and biggest kisses too, because that Buddy feels like a love bug. It feels like I just want to kiss him and hold Buddy. It just, oh my God, I love Buddy. So, and Buddy hasn't gone anywhere. So just know that.
Thank you. Thank you.
It was so good to see you guys. Thank you.
Loved your recipe.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you guys. Bye-bye. I think I did that. I did
we're
that right. I
back.
did that right. So
We're back, and you know what? We gotta go.
That was so quick, and I'm sorry for all the issues with me trying to get readings. But next time I'll know better, and I can do this way quickly or much faster. Right?
It's what happens. Bloopers when we're live. That's what happens. So, are we ready?
We're ready.
You're walking along the street, or you're at a party, or else you're alone and then you suddenly dig. You're looking at someone nice and suddenly realize that this could be the start of something big.
You're lunching at 21 and watching your diet, declining a Charlotte Russe, accepting a fig, and out of the clear blue sky, it's suddenly guy and guy. And this could be the start of something really big. So this is wonderful. I'm so glad we get to see everybody. And make sure you guys go on Facebook to The Suicide Gift and join my group before the book comes out. You'll get all the behind the scenes. You'll get some readings with me. So I will say that we love you guys.
We love you.
Thank you for everything, and thank you. We will get the recipe up
See
too.
you next Sunday.